Hi. Happy time zone. It is me, your second-rate hero, #1 wandering liar, and it is also not just happy time zone. It is Happy New Year. So Happy New Year, everyone. Let me say hi to everyone really quickly. Hi, Sarybot, who I had to refresh. Hi, Lobster. Hi, Spears. Hi, Shark. Hi, Jab. Hi, Chi. Hi, Chop. I don't know if I said that already. Hi, Oskib. I'm a liar? No, I'm a liar. L-Y-R. We've been over this. You know the drill already. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year. I know it's not our usual stream time, but I wanted to hang out for a little bit, even though it's not... I don't really have any specific plans outside of the fact that, you know, New Year's resolution and New Year's looking back. Because last year was kind of funny, given that I went from being a frog to... What am I? Am I a human? I think I'm a human. Sorry, I don't know what's in me. I told myself I would sleep before stream, and then I did not sleep before stream. I instead ended up not really doing anything important, so I'm kind of out of it. But that's okay. Actually, I want to double check. Is the YouTube showing up here? It does not look like it. Why? Let me refresh that. New Year's resolution #1. We're gonna do this later. But New Year's resolution #1, get a working duo chat, because it should not be this hard. 2016? Oh yeah, right, my bad. I don't know why I said, did I even say what year it is? Happy 2016, guys. I'm so excited for the year. I think things are only gonna go up from here. I'm so excited. Hi Grayscale, hi Hype. Is this the Jane Doe girl? No, that is Utada Hikaru, but good guess. Also, Jane Doe from ZZZ, the one that everyone simps over. The how do I describe Jane Doe from ZZZ in an appropriate way? Sorry, I'm also trying to figure out how to fix... We might get spam, okay. So that's Twitch. Why is YouTube not showing? Is grayscale not correct? I think things will get better. I feel pretty good. I spent New Year's by myself. It was actually pretty sad. I cried to myself and I told myself next year I'm going to celebrate New Year with friends. So that's resolution #1, I guess. What are your resolutions? Killer, because I need to do some... Oh my gosh, by the way, Chop, good job on all the shorts so far. That's crazy. Maki and I were looking at your most recent one where you composited all the different Erastoya images together. That would take so much effort. Good job. Thank you for your hard work, Outskari Samadeshta. We're very proud of you. We're both very impressed. Jane Doe was the bucket guy from TF2. I don't know anything about TF2, sorry. My dad really likes TF2. I don't know anything about it. Don't have any resolutions? I think it's fair to also not have any, just be like, let's just live. I think living is a good idea. I hope more people live. What a funny phrase. I hope more people live. Unlink. Let's see if I relink YouTube. Maybe that'll fix it. Pixel Chat already has some access. I trust Pixel Chat. Okay, you might show up now. We'll see. Sorry, YouTube, that you're always bullied into not showing up. I don't know why that is. Don't really have any New Year's resolution, because you'll know I'll fail. You can always do something small. I think if you try doing something too big, that's going to overwhelm you. I think doing smaller ones works out. I've seen some people say that they want to do smaller ones first to start, and then work their way up, but we'll see. Okay, let me reset. The chat is going to disappear. I hope you guys come back. I don't know, sometimes it doesn't want to come back. I just want to have all of you guys on one screen together because you're all important to me, even though Twitch says that I should not think that some of you are more important than others. Or they want me to think that some of you are more important than others, and that makes me sad. That is not the case, and you guys are not showing up. Oh no. Can you come back, please? Let me refresh it again. I don't know what the correct URL is the other issue. Wait, test? Okay, and then it shows up here. So why is it not showing up over here? That's not it. Pixel chat? See, the funny thing is, it's showing up on my browser, but it's not showing up over here. Wait, what if I gotta Thanos snap this for real. Okay, wait 1 second. This is gonna be really ugly, but at least it'll get it working. I think. Oh. Oh, it's because I set the... Alright. New message, please. I don't know why it's not working. There's literally... I'm like waving in front of my face. There's nothing wrong with the URL because I'm using it to look at you guys. Maybe I need to... Sorry, you guys probably wanted to actually chat about the New Year's. Instead, it's me crying over the fact that I can't see you guys on my screen, so it looks like I'm talking to myself like I'm crazy. And I'm not crazy. I'm just tired. You know, it'd be crazy actually if this worked. Let me try this one. We'll see if this overlay works. That would be really funny. No. Alright. We'll do this like... Oh, whoa. Wrong one. I don't want the chat box anymore. How do I get rid of the chat box? What? I'm so sorry that this is so scuffed already. No. I got sent to the void. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're doing this a different way. You guys just get to look at my face. Like this. Is this better? You guys can just pretend that you guys are on the screen next to me. Does that? Hopefully that makes it better. There we go. I think. Yeah, that works good. Sorry about that. I'd love to have you... Why did that not actually show the... Oh, I know why. Wow. Great start to the new year. Everything is scuffed. Everything is broken. I think this is exactly what I expected. I'll do the posture check though. Thank you. Here, let me test it. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this year, despite all the scuff. I think that that's not right. Wow. Okay, wait. I'm remaking it for you. I think that mistakes are okay as long as you can move past them and understand that they are mistakes. There is nothing wrong with things going wrong as long as you can move forward. And I'm now going to drink my drink of the day. I do not have my tea. I have drank 2 things of tea today to keep my hands warm because it's below freezing where I am at and it hurts, and even when I'm inside it hurts, and I don't want to deal with it, so I burn my hands on hot tea, but I've had 2 things of hot tea already. So now I have lukewarm or room temperature strawberry lemonade tea from Wendy's. Ooh. It is tangy, but it tastes good. We got snow. I think there's snow outside. There probably is snow. It's definitely snowed previously. And I am not a fan of it. Because then if there's snow, that means there's ice. And if there's ice, that means I'm going to slip. And I've not fallen in a very long time due to ice. But I don't want to Just reset that counter anytime soon. Ice is scary, especially if it's black ice where you can't see it. Or it just like blends in just enough with whatever ground you're looking at that you can't see. It's bad. I do not like it. I do not condone any sort of snow in my area. Do not enjoy it. You make snow angels? See, but then you have to go lay on the snow. And like, I have a good coat, but like, look at me. Look at me. I'm not dressed for this weather. I am dressed for a nice spring or fall day. And I cannot change my fashion. This is all we get. This is all I can deal with. I am meant for one specific season. And that's technically 2 seasons. But like the in-between of 2 seasons, it's complicated. I think I'm a little bit bigger. Oh my gosh, hop instead of jump high. Lived in Florida my whole life, never seen snow. Oh my gosh. See, I don't think you're really missing out. I will say there are some benefits to just experience it. To experience it at least once. I think everything is worth experiencing at least once for the most part. The snow, I think it's cool to look at and, you know, feel. And then after that, you don't really have to do much else. It kind of sucks to deal with. See, oh my gosh, people who care about fashion though, when it comes to the winter season or summer season, and they like wear 10 billion layers during the winter or during the summer, and then they wear nothing during the winter, they are stronger than I will ever be. They are my greatest heroes. Here, Florida's a lot of fun. Is that because you've heard of the Florida man? Not avoiding anything. Yeah, I agree. I've definitely been in places where it never snowed. I've been in places where it snowed. I've been in places where it never snowed. It's still not working. Well, I guess no clowning for you guys today. Sorry, no clown emotes. I wonder why. I don't feel like fixing that right now. Oh my gosh, the clown thing got me off track. But I think if I had to choose between a place where it snows and a place where it doesn't snow, I'd probably pick the place where it doesn't snow. Just because I like being warm and nice and comfy. And I know I'm in the minority with this debate every time it gets brought up, both on the internet and here. I would vastly prefer being really overheated than being really freezing cold. Just between the two evils, the hot temperature is 10 billion times better. My skin does not crack. I can actually feel my fingers. I'm able to actually do things and go outside. I like going outside. Going outside is actually pretty good when it's not 5 degrees outside or whatever degrees it is right now. I don't understand why it's rare either. Like if you think about it, we are just a bunch of naked monkeys just running around. Why would the naked monkey want to be out in the freezing cold when the naked monkey could be somewhere where it is warm and, you know, more adapted to their actual body? Hello? That's what gets me. I like being more adapted to where I am from. Of course, I think I can handle the cold pretty okay. It's just like when it gets cold and windy, that's the problem. I've seen jokes about this where it's like, there'll be people who go outside in like their short shorts. I mainly see this on guys, actually. I know we were talking about girls being more fashionable wearing short shorts. I see guys more often as the joke where they're just out there in their short shorts shoveling the driveway. And for the most part, it's okay to wear short shorts so long as it's not windy. Wind is the killer, regardless of temperature. Well, I think wind is the killer in the winter. I think in the summer, wind is the savior. I like a good summer windy day. That's pretty good. Winter, you don't want the wind. That is the dichotomy. And as someone who really likes the wind, I like a good windy summer day. I can't do the winter. That's not for me. Never seen a man short shorts? It's pretty good, I have to say. But I think everyone should wear anything. Although I don't think short shorts look particularly comfortable. I'm not wearing short shorts. I'm talking like short shorts. Those kind of scare me. I see them sometimes on shelves, and I don't know how they're meant to be comfortable. I admire the work of fashionistas everywhere who wear them. I admire the confidence, and I admire their ability to pull them off. I don't think they're for me, though. No, not for me, personally. But it's the same thing as, like, I can't wear dresses, really, because I get uncomfortable. I can't wear certain types of shirts because I get uncomfortable. I'm just a very picky person, I guess. I'm picky about my food, I'm picky about my clothes, I'm picky about my hair. Although I can't really be picky about my hair now that it's green. That's new. I do like this shade, though. I think it's pretty good. I will say, I was trying to position myself for the short. I sang a short cover by the way. I have it pinned. People seem to like it. Thank you for liking it. But on the actual returning to the hair thing, I was trying to position myself for the short, and I had to keep repositioning because of my little, you see that little algae on top of my head? It kind of makes it hard to fully position myself sometimes so that you can see my whole body. Because I like it. It's cute. I think it's really fun. But it is tall, all things considered. It's kind of hard to see it. So, someone actually drew fan art of me, which I was so thankful for. Thank you for drawing me. And they used the ahoge like a little punctuation mark, which I had not thought of before. It was so good. They used like a question mark for it, which, you know, it makes sense. It does look like a question mark. But then they also used it as an exclamation point. I was like, oh, I can emote like that. I never thought of that. Of course, I don't really think I can make my hair emote, but that was in a cartoony way. I thought that was fun. It was a good cover. Oh, thank you. I am very normal about this when people compliment it because I'm not used to it. I'm glad people like it. I'm glad you guys had fun with it. It's scary to talk about in some ways, but yeah, you know. The one thing I didn't think was funny, a couple people were like, when's the cover coming out? See, I did it again. When's the cover coming out? The full one. Probably never, because that song requires a duet partner, and I don't know anyone who will do that duet with me, for one. And then the other one is, Utada Hikaru kind of hit some crazy notes that I don't think I can hit. They are a little bit more practiced than I am in that regard. I just kind of say the lower range. I'm happy in the lower range. I don't know where this voice came from. But I think that would require much more practice. I do want to sing more, but I need to figure out what I want to sing is the issue. Singing's great. Thank you. Thanks for the compliments. I'm trying to accept them. I'm okay with accepting compliments. I don't think this is a New Year's resolution, but I'm trying to be better about accepting compliments. Whitney Houston? Okay. Oh, wait! Speaking of things I need to do for the new year, someone requested something, and I forgot to... I'm so sorry, Chomp. You requested something so important from me on Twitter. And I forgot to do it. Any last words, Chomp Bob? You know what you have asked for, unless you forgot, in which case this might be funnier. Thank you. You got it, boss. Banned! Were you banned? I can't tell. Did it work? Are you banned? Unable to ban user. Chomp? Why can I not ban you? What? Wait, ban? Chomp Bob. Oh, there we go. I don't know, that kind of scared me. I didn't know what power he had. Anyway. He got what he wanted. Welcome back, Chomp Bob, to the stream of the year, Liar at twitch.tv/liar or YouTube, liar_VT. I don't know why you're crying. You literally asked for it. I thought you'd be happy. Did you not want to get banned by me? What is this? I'm getting mixed signals. I'm also... I want to believe. Okay. I want to see if I can make the chatting overlay pop up. I'm just going to have it in the corner. My chat is now broken. You might need to refresh the page. I'm just going to have this in the corner, and if we happen to see chat, that'll be great. It's so sad. I can literally see it on my browser. I want to cry. I want you guys to be on the screen so bad. Wait, actually, maybe if I go... Wait, I have a theory. Oh, wait. No, I should not do that. Wait. I don't know what's on that screen. I should not do that. What is on the screen? I have to be very careful about showing things that I should not show. Okay, we should be okay. If I go over here... Nope, you guys are still gone. Hi, Fenrir. Welcome in. I don't know why. I feel like the only way to fix it is if I restart stream, but I really don't want to do that. So now we're going to pretend it's just like a video game where, you know, the menu is underneath me and you don't really see a chat box when you are playing a game of other people talking. Well, I guess you can if it's MMORPG. Is this an MMORPG? What game would I be in? Oh, my nose. My nose is kind of runny because of the temperature and I don't like it. I hate this, to be honest. Life Sim 4? Why 4? What happened to the first 3? Is it because I have 3 in my name? I think, as much as I hate it, I think I would be in a JRPG or a tactical RPG. The reason I say I hate is because I don't like turn-based RPG, and that's what they tend to be. I don't want to be in a turn-based, but I think that would fit me the most. I think it'd be fine if it was like Fire Emblem. Well, no, I don't want to be in Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem, I might die. Unless I'm a lord and I'm required NPC, in which case that would not be so bad. See, you said that. Can I be a required NPC? I don't know if I don't know if you can rewind time in this society. There's prophecies and stuff, so maybe you could think of it as like foresight, but I don't think you can rewind time. I think that's fake science or fake magic. So you're like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley? See, you're being nice to me. Spears, you're so nice and kind to me, thank you. I don't know if I'd want to be in Animal Crossing, but Stardew would probably be fine. Although, I've kind of been into other farming games recently. I don't know if I bought any during the Steam sale. There's actually some games that I bought during the sale that I want to show you guys soon-ish. So look forward to that. And also, there's an evil man who bought me gifts. Not on Steam, but he used a code so I couldn't refund it. So we have Resident Evil now too that we might play sometime in the future. Legend of Dragoon. I think I've heard of that, but I don't think I've ever actually seen someone play it. I do know that Fire Emblem lets you rewind time. I don't know how I feel about it personally, because I never used it. Of course, I never really did like hard mode, but I feel like if you're playing hard mode at that point, you don't really want the rewind, right? You want the challenge. You kind of lose that challenge if you can just rewind, you know what I mean? And I know you can have children, but are you trying to bring this back to the dream I had where I had a child? I don't want a child. I'm not ready for motherhood. I have other things that I need to do right now, but thank you. I'm trying to live a lifestyle that children could not really be a part of. That would be really bad if they were a part of this, to be honest. We'll probably talk about that in resolutions whenever we actually get to that point. Oh yeah, you forgot? Oh, in case you did not know, on my twitter.com, I posted about my very first dream of the year. Do you remember your first dream of the year? You're gonna know my first dream of the year. My very first dream of the year. I was on an island, and I tried to simplify it a little bit for Twitter because, you know, Twitter has a character limit, but I was kind of on like an island tour. Like I was not meant to be on this island as like a resident. I was just there, and the people on this island wanted everyone to die on purpose for some reason. I don't remember exactly what. But they're like, yeah, we won't force you, but you really should. And I said no. And I got off the boat and I swam away. It was kind of really dangerous for me to swim in that water. It was very, very high waves, but I did it. I climbed onto the shore and I went to the little designated huts they gave us. I ended up rooming with someone that was actually a streamer, but I won't name who because I don't really talk to them. And then I was pregnant, but like I wasn't pregnant beforehand. Like I don't know if there wasn't like a time skip or anything. It's just the usual like dream logic of suddenly you're pregnant. Surely you have all had a pregnancy dream before. I've had these before. I don't know. I've actually had a strange amount of pregnancy dreams now that I think about this. I'm sure that means nothing. I don't even think I got to see my baby. I just knew I was pregnant, and then I was dealing with complications during the birth, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that's normal. It did not feel normal. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying. The cult stuff was... the cult stuff and then the pregnancy stuff were both unrelated, but seeing them back to back in the dream, I was like, what does this mean? What does this mean for 2026? Does anyone interpret dreams? Let's just say not all dreams have meanings. I would agree, but the thing about dreams is it's supposed to be sort of like a... People theorize that we dream about like things that we're thinking of, but like in our subconscious. So I'm trying to figure out why my subconscious wanted to be in a murder cult and pregnant, but no one really cared. Should I be clipping this? Do you think people would be interested in hearing about my cult pregnancy dream? That's up to you. As a man, I can't relate. I mean, I think guys can have pregnancy dreams. You might just be less likely. But you could have. I think pregnancy should be open to all. You're gonna play, oh yeah, Cult of the Lamb, and then 2 of the cult members will get pregnant? I don't think they can get pregnant, can they? I know you can get people married. I don't know if that's DLC or if it's in the base game now. But I was so close to playing Cult of the Lamb yesterday. I was so close. During New Year's, I was like, I really, really, really want to play, but I think that would not be a good way to bring in the new year, and I kind of don't want to be streaming on New Year's. I figured you guys should go have fun away from me and have your own fun, and I can go cry by myself. It was pretty great. But I actually got work done. Instead of streaming, I got to work with Maki on finishing that short, so that's why that was beginning of the year. So thank you, Maki, my emotional support. Evil man. Surprised I haven't had any pregnancy dreams since my wife's pregnancy. Yeah, that's the thing. It's maybe because it's more conscious. That's why. I don't know. The brain is a funny thing. I've had dreams that stuck with me my whole life, basically, despite them not... Wait. Do you see that? You're back! I don't have to be here by myself anymore! Yay! Yippee! It's been 24 years! Welcome back. Why are you so tiny, though? I don't remember you being that tiny. Oh, I know why. This might break it. We might be about to break this again, so 1 second. Let me move over here. You guys are so tiny. I forgot the height. Is it like 900? Oh, that was pretty close, actually. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for returning to stream. There we go. Now you're good. What are you implying in the chat while I was trying to fix that? I'm reading you. Maybe you're just so tall. I mean, when I said it was tiny, I meant it was hard to read. But sure, whatever you want. And we're crying again. How many times do you think you're gonna cry this year? You guys, between like 2 of you, got like 1,000 uses out of the sob emoji, right? What's the goal this year? You have a whole year to use this one. A lot? Okay, well, I would like to think I wouldn't give you a reason to cry, but if that's what you want, I can't stop you. Try for over 9,000. That would be... At that point, that would be spam, and I would ban you. If you hit 9,000, I will ban the emote. You will no longer be able to use the emote. You'll cry too? It's okay. YouTube side, it's fine until we get YouTube partner. And then we might have a problem once you hit YouTube partner and you can have emotes. We'll see. It'll be funny to see the emotes on both sides. I think I know which emotes I'll use for the start whenever we hit partner, which I think let me see. I didn't count it as a resolution in my head for this year because I kind of figure we're gonna hit it, and I want to do something that's a little bit more difficult to achieve. Let's see. But I do plan to hit partner, and when I hit partner, I want to give you guys emotes. So keep that in mind. We are at 12, or we'll say 1,300 hours watched out of 3,000. So if I'm just consistent about streaming, probably halfway through the year, we'll get there. Unless like I make a video and it pops off for whatever reason, like a song cover. When would I do that though? But even then, I think songs don't really pop off on YouTube the way I kind of wondered. I don't really know though. I don't know how music stuff works. I will say, fun fact, if you try to watch my song cover in Russia, it gets blocked. It's copyright violation in Russia, but only Russia. You can watch my cover anywhere else, but if you try to in Russia, they blocked it. I don't know why. I would think it would be like Japan or like other countries that would have the issue. It's only one though. I don't know. Does anyone know like not strange, but like what it would be like the law regarding that, or maybe they're just really picky about it. I don't know. But congrats to everyone who can watch it if you want. I think maybe media is just more, what's the word? Russian copyright is weird. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like they're more strict about it, if I remember correctly. Like media is more, I hate to say controlled, but I think that's the best way to word it. So I think that might be why, but I can't say for sure. I'm not really a copyright law expert. Sorry, I don't know if that's what you wanted from me. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not an advisor. So any advice you ever get from me is not legally sanctified in any way. So if you ever try to say, well, liar told me to do this, that won't hold up in court. I'm sorry. That would be funny though, if you're like, a VTuber told me to do this, so I did it, and then my house exploded. Can you imagine trying to explain that to like a cop or something? You probably have to be like, oh, a streamer. Oh my gosh, can you imagine explaining VTubers to like normies? I think about this actually sometimes. I think I want to try and explain normies to people, but not normies. You guys already know what a normie is. I need to explain VTubers to normies. That's the flow of words that I'm trying to say. How do we get to houses going poof? Well, in this market, houses do kind of go poof, huh? But that was a joke about the housing market. It did not land very well, but it made me laugh regardless. I think in my head about the fact that so many people listen to VTubers and streamers and do whatever they say when they should not, because streamers are definitely not qualified to talk about anything unless they have like an actual real life job, like being a doctor or lawyer. But even then, if you ever see a doctor or lawyer talking when they're streaming, most of the time they'll also say like, hey, this is not the actual legal advice. I cannot give you legal advice because you're not my client, or this is not medical advice kind of thing, right? It's a very, very picky thing, or very, what's the word? You have to be very careful with what you say if you have a job that puts people's lives and livelihoods on the line. Yeah, they're not financial advisors. I don't think I've ever heard of a financial advisor VTuber though, or streamer for that matter. I've seen lawyers, I've seen doctors. Have I seen a therapist? Time to rob a bank. I never said to rob a bank. That would just be you blaming me for things I never said. That's not on me. That's just you making excuses. Would you listen to a VTuber if they told you to rob a bank? Or would you be normal? I don't think it'd be worth it since I could see someone being dumb. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think the reason most of the time they have to be careful about what they say is because they can theoretically argue in court that you told them that as advice, is my guess. I don't know for sure. Once again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what kind of things they have to be careful about. I just know my field is hero, and I can't really tell you about being a hero, to be honest, because I'm second rate. I just kind of show up places, and then the work's already done. It's kind of nice. I like being lazy in that regard, not having to do anything. I think the less work I do, the better. I feel like sometimes if I tried to get involved in certain things, I would just make it worse. But sometimes it's better that way, because I can just screw around and talk to you guys. And that's kind of more fun, because I like playing games, and I like screwing around. So thanks for being here. Do I have any medical difficulties? Sometimes my eyes aren't good, but that's okay. It's not like a bad thing. Thank you for asking. No, I'm good. Are you trying to give me medical advice? Please be careful. Don't let people know if you're a doctor or a nurse. Oh, speaking of games, total side tangent. I will probably bring this up at the end. I think because of my schedule this week, I will be able to stream every day from today until Monday. And I have a schedule in my head. I haven't written this down anywhere. I might do it on the Discord. But in my head, we're having this stream today. We're having Power Wash Simulator tomorrow. Cult of the Lamb Saturday, and then Potionomics Sunday. I think that was the order. Cult of the Lamb and Potionomics might be switched. It's whichever. I told Maki that he would probably want to watch. Maki wants to watch Potionomics. That's it. So I told him I would do it Sunday. And then Monday, I actually have a schedule for it. I actually have scheduled out the next 10 days, if I remember correctly. And I think if I did it right, I did not do it right. That's so crazy. Oh, I see why I didn't show up. That's so silly of me. Boop. Anyway, you can't see me, but... Oh, wait, you guys are in front of it. Boop. Okay, that should be right. And it's not glitched, right? Okay. Let's try that again where you guys aren't covering the schedule, please. Can you try not to cover it? Thank you. There you go. Here's the schedule. Monday. This upcoming Monday, not this Monday. This is Silent Hill F New Game Plus run. Oh my gosh. Is that not crazy? We played that last year. It's been a whole year since we played Silent Hill F, so I thought it'd be a good time to try the new game, new year thing, you know? Is that new art? Oh my gosh, yes, you noticed. This is the cover art from, I don't know which one I should have up. This is from the Snow Halation cover that I was a part of earlier. Actually, I can't even say earlier this month. It was last month. That feels so weird to say. Last year, I was in a cover. It's been a whole year since my first full cover. Isn't that crazy? But I got this art from Zay, technically, but the artist is Star Never Fall on Twitter, so if you want to check that out. I will probably ping, I don't know if I'll ping them, but I will have their on the schedule when I post it on Twitter. And then there's the thing that Chomp said, which is crazy. I will not be saying that out loud. I will just let you guys read what Chomp said on the screen right there. On Wednesday, we're playing Who's Your Daddy with Maki. To be honest, I thought Maki owned this game sooner. We'd even talked about us playing this game like last year. And when I say last year, I think I mean like last year. And he told me he did not buy it. And then I was like, do you want to play it? And then he bought it and it was like, okay, we're doing it Wednesday. I said, okay, champ. Oh my gosh. Words. So we're going to try that. We're going to do some new gaming. And then on Friday, we're going to do more solo peak. I was doing a practice run today and it was going really well until I fell off the cliff. But it went really well. I breezed through the fungi level without getting bitten by anything. I survived. It was great. I was on pace for a really good run. And then I took a bad fall in the Alpines. But that won't happen on that Friday. We're going to do really, really, really well on that Friday. And the zombies are horrifying. I don't know why they're that... I think they're actually the hardest thing in the game, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a baby? I feel like they're a little overpowered. That said, the zombie I ran into on my run wasn't too bad. Maybe they even changed it a little bit. I don't know. But the first time I was in there, it was awful. Maybe it was just a really bad zombie spawn. But they were not fun to work with. Haven't had a shower since last year. I haven't either. So it's okay. We can both be stinky together. I should have. I'll probably shower tomorrow. And then I'll try and lock in at work. But we'll see. Want to chase me down through the whole stage? Oh, I feel like they need a little bit less time alive, if that makes sense. Like, they shouldn't be chasing you the entire time you're in the map if you happen to stumble upon one. Do you know what I mean? I think they're, in that regard, they're a little overpowered. I think at one point I was told that they stay alive forever or until they bite you. But I think that's not true. I think they do die after a certain point. They scare me at the peepers. Are the peepers the little beetle ones that run around and they slam you like off into the air if you get too close? I like those. Those are really cute. Those are my favorites. I understand not liking the spiders if you're not a fan of spiders, but I like them. So I'm like, I see a spider, I'm like, oh, it's my baby. But you know, that's months of, or like years of LOL propaganda in my brain. Oops. So we'll try and do an actual run on Friday. But after that, I think I want to try and start scheduling more collabs with people. There's a couple things I want to... You know what? Let's just get into the resolution part. I've been yapping for a whole 50 minutes. Or maybe I wait until the ad breaks so you guys don't get cut off. But I do want to try and work with more people this year, whether that's on collabs or other things. Like, I guess, singing. I'm gonna try and sing more. That's one of the resolutions. So you're welcome, I guess. Have you seen the bottom of the map with the beetles? I do love the beetles. I don't know if I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't seen like 20 to 30 of them. But I think I will check that on Friday if I remember. If I remember. If I don't remember, yell at me. Do the highlight message. Do all that fun stuff. I need to see the beetle farm. I don't mind if they stun lock you. If you guys see me at the bottom of the beetle pit, don't try and save me. That's exactly where I want to be. The beetles are my best friends. They are the cutest little things in the world. They just look so cuddly. I would actually buy a plush of them. I'm a big beetle fan, but only if they're like a big beetle. And they have big old baby eyes like that. I don't really care about real life beetles. I didn't really grow up with like a beetle fascination, but the rhino beetles at Peak are so cute. They're so good. I just kind of want to squish their little head in, but like not like in a brutal way, but like it's like I was gonna say squish their cheeks, but they don't really have cheeks to squish because they have a hard shell. And I think I'm making this worse the longer I talk. So, you know, just look forward to that in the future. Anyway, that's the schedule. I hope you like it. Peepers are a little jump scare person. Oh. I don't know if I've actually seen them before. I've seen the fact that they exist. I think I saw them during the... What is the other update of the, what is the update that is the desert and the tumbleweeds and the tornado? The Mesa? I think they show up in the Mesa, right? Also make things worse the longer I talk. It's okay. Some people think it's funny. So sometimes I play it up just a little bit, but sometimes it is real. I think that was the real time. But I don't think I've ever actually seen a peeper. I've definitely seen mirages. I've slammed myself into a cactus in order to survive. I still think the Mesa is the easier between the Alpine and the Mesa, but I don't know. Which ones do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the Alpine or the Mesa? I think Mesa's easier. The sunburn isn't too bad. It's just like the Alpine. But at least you have like, you know that you're gonna get burned and you can plan for it versus like Alpine, you kind of just have your whole life or your whole run ruined if the snow hits you at the worst time. I'm trying to think of like the order. So there's Mesa and there's Alpine, and I picked Mesa. I don't really like the fungi area, just for the sole reason that you have to deal with the zombies. If the zombies weren't there, I would think it's just fine. I think, would I prefer it over tropics? I think the second area is just worse in general. Regardless of what you get, the second area kind of sucks. I think third zone is easier. And obviously, like, the island level's easy. Although, I guess the other question is, how many of you guys have actually played Peak? I know it's a very popular game for streamers, but I don't know how many people... Well, I can't say that. It sold like 1 million copies, didn't it? Peak was very popular. Just kidding. Don't listen to me. I forgot that was their big money. Only ever seen it in the Alpines. Oh. Wait, how close do they get if you have a peeper in your map? I thought they only showed up in Mesa. Oh. Maybe they have shown up for me and I just did not notice. Maybe that was the problem. I kind of just like brain empty when I play Peak by myself, which is I think why I can get 0 or like sub-hour runs when I'm playing by myself. But when I'm on stream, it's like, oh, well, you guys are chatting and I want to chat with you guys. And oh, okay, there's all this other stuff happening on the screen. And oh, I've died. Blah. That kind of thing. Bad at Peak. Nah. I believe. Got Peak yesterday. Oh my gosh. Everyone in chat could play Peak together if you all have Peak. And that would be fun. I wonder about that sometimes if I want to do like Peak and other games with viewers. I might do it as like a sub-only thing though, just like keep it cool, because you know sometimes people that you don't know will try to hop in, and that would be kind of embarrassing when they start saying gamer words. Although I hate calling them gamer words. I think calling them gamer words kind of lessens their impact, but it's also unfortunately the best way I think I can explain it in a TOS friendly way. I've been thinking of doing more things in general. Oh my gosh, there's so many things that just lead back to the resolutions, but I'm trying to save the resolution part for the hour mark so that ads don't interrupt us. And also, I need a drink. I think you guys did a posture check and hydrate, but I did not hydrate, so I'm gonna drink my tea now. It's not tea, it's strawberry lemonade. I lied, I'm sorry. Oh, woo! Yep, that's lemonade. I was between getting the lemonade. Oh my gosh, that one hit hard. It was between the lemonade and the soda. But I'm trying not to drink soda as much because it's really bad for you and like speaking. So I got the lemonade, and the lemonade's really good. But I don't really like lemonade too sometimes. I don't really like citrus, so the strawberry just kind of cuts the lemonade part. So I'm not used to it. Blah. But yeah, I think more people should play Peak. I think more people should play friend core games. That's my new word. I'm not using friend slap. I'm gonna use friend core because it's all about having friends. That's the core part of the game. I wouldn't call it a friend like because, you know, the lag is taking me. Oh my gosh, oh no. I'm sorry you're having lag issues. Happy New Year, Temshki. Thank you for subbing in. No, we are not using friend slop. Friend slop is out. 2025 takes friend slop with it. We are doing a friend core now, at least on this side of the internet. I want friend core games. I don't want to ever think of being with my friends as slop. That's the worst thing I think you could think of. Sacrifice for the streamer's content. What? What are you talking about? Oh wait, is my... Wait a minute. How lagged out am I? Let me double check. I'm trying to compare the actual Twitch chat with what I have. Friend slop can touch a jellyfish? I have never heard that phrase before. That's kind of funny. Better for the non-streamer to die than the streamer? That's true. I think it's like a hit or miss thing though, because sometimes I think the streamer doesn't always get the best POV if that doesn't make if that makes sense. I think it's better. Sometimes you can die and then you'll change POV into the funniest thing you ever expected. Like people will be RPing like a crazy child playground scenario where like they're the king of the world and they've just been betrayed by their best friend and everyone is dying around them. And you were just minding your own business as the streamer, just climbing the mountain like, ah la 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 la, hi chat, oh my gosh, this is so funny, don't you think this rhino beetle is so cute? And then I get stunlocked to death. And then I die, and then I tune into two of my friends screaming at each other, saying their undying love because they love each other so much, and then they start role-playing making out together on peak as the as the Scoutmaster comes to take them both. Do you like my scenario? I think this is very realistic. Well, maybe not the Scoutmaster part. The Scoutmaster refuses to show up. I'd like him to show up. That would be fun. I think this is a realistic scenario. Anyway, I hope you're looking forward to Peak. It won't be a group activity, but maybe in the future. I've got so many games I get to play with you guys soon. I bought a roguelike, and I know that's crazy because I say I don't really like roguelites. This is the one roguelite I think I was actually interested in. I think there's some games about traveling I like. There's some games that are... Let me see. I bought a puzzle game. I bought an RPG. I bought some RPGs so I can actually fit my theme of being an RPG streamer. Isn't that crazy? There's a couple puzzle ones. There's a couple indie ones. I think the games we have this upcoming year are going to be pretty good. I just have to lock in and do them. You know what I mean? Which one I got? Keep Driving, which is a road trip roguelite. I think it's also a card one. I don't know for sure. I just know that you drive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do a road trip one day, I think. With friends, maybe, preferably. So this would be a great start to remember how to do that. It's been a long time since I did like a road trip with friends. I mainly travel by myself. So if I ever get the opportunity to do that with like a group, I don't want to say group, maybe like 1 to 2 people for a road trip. I think having a full car would be miserable. I think maximum people on a trip should be like 3. So one person's driving, one person's in the passenger seat, and then one person's in the back. And then they can take turns sitting in the back and passing out. I think that's the ideal. It's been a while, so maybe I'm not an expert. Because it's been a while since I actually had to drive in the... Or I'd rather... It's been a while since I had to do a long journey like that. And the times I did do that long journey, it was mainly by myself. I didn't have someone with me. Last time I let you drive, it went bad. I want to say, for what it's worth, on the RV Dare Yet stream I did with Goosty, I got us out of some pickles. I just want to put that out there. Sometimes they put us in the situations. I know you guys keep getting evidence that I'm a bad driver, but I am actually a really good driver. I've survived this long. I am just fine, I promise. Oh, do you know? Wait, how many people can actually drive now that I think about it? How many people have a license? How many people have a permit? Are you illegally allowed to operate a car or other large vehicle? Oh, actually, do any of you have a truck license or a motorcycle license? Motorcycles need a license separate, right? Am I misremembering? CDL. Ooh, that's cool. Also, FYI, this is the thing we were waiting for. There's gonna be an ad on Twitch in about 30 seconds. You're not gonna miss anything. When you get back from ads, then we'll start doing the resolution part, because that's where well, whenever it flows correctly, we'll do the resolution part, because I don't want the conversation to like, just like, well, it's time for the hour mark, time to actually do the thing, you know what I mean? Anyone can drive, just not legal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with you. Are you legally allowed to operate a vehicle? Is that allowed? I am allowed to, but I'm not allowed to operate big machinery. I think big machinery would be a little scary for Elmo. Not for me personally. Your license? No. Maybe I should make this a poll. Nah, I believe in you guys. You can tell me. Because then it wouldn't work on the YouTube side either. Gen Alpha will be able to drive. I hope that they will do just fine. And that they do not look at their mobile device while driving. And that they use their turn signal when they are changing lanes or turning. I think all of those are very important things to have. I want to believe in the goodness of Gen Alpha. I don't want to think about the fact of how old they are, because I know inevitably that they will be ages that I once was. And that's okay. It is okay to get old. And there's the ad break. I'm gonna drink more tea. Or, I keep saying tea, it's lemonade. You people who are subscribed on Twitch. I almost said Twitter. This is going bad, guys. This is a rough start. If you are subscribed on Twitch or you're on YouTube, you just get to sit and watch me drink this lemonade and make a face at it. Congratulations. Hopefully away from the mic, so you don't hear me gulping. Get too distracted too easily. Do you think so? I feel like, well, I guess if you know your own attention span better than anyone else. I feel like once you're actually behind the wheel of a car, though, it feels different. It feels like you're actually locked in, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's just a me experience thing. Like sometimes, how do I word this? Maybe I'll like be a little too into a song while I'm listening, but I think I'm always pretty good about seeing everything. Oh my gosh, hi Bren, welcome in. Hi Raiders. If you're new here, hi, my name is Liar. I'm the second-rate hero, #1 wandering VTuber. I hope you all are having a wonderful night. We are talking about New Year's resolutions after this ad break. Oh wait, no, they're in an ad break. Oh no. Hi, if you are in an ad break, I am sorry. Man, that's so sad. Oh my gosh, was Yuki part of this raid? Oh my gosh, hi Yuki. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you all had fun. We were talking about New Year's stuff in the future and the games that I'm going to play in the future and all that good stuff. We ran out of cookies. Oh no, what were you doing? You're playing, oh my gosh, you were playing Star Wars? Was that, which one is Old Republic? I forget. I was looking over like, which one is that? I hope you had fun. Is that the one, is that the newer one, or is that the old one that's like Knights of the Old Republic? I don't know for sure, but thank you for rating in. I hope you get water and stretch and do all that good stuff. What are your New Year's resolutions? And also, can you drive? These are the questions we're asking ourselves today. Do you know how to drive? Are you legally allowed to drive? The Great Cookie Depression. Oh, it's been so long since it's been so long since I had a cookie, now that I think about it. I miss my cookies. I need to go and actually get some cookies. So I was looking at my available food storage today for eating because, you know, I have to eat. And I took a photo. I don't think I can share this photo with you. But if you think usually of how much food storage is healthy to have in a food storage device, you might see that my number of items is drastically lower than you might think is necessary. And I realized this when it was New Year's Day, when all of the stores were closed. So I've been subsisting on some interesting food today. One of the very first things I do when I get able to go to the store is buy groceries. So wish me luck in that regard. Oh my gosh, hello, my sister player too. Do drive, I enjoy it, and my resolutions are to create more things. I think I saw that when you replied to me on the Blue Sky. Thank you for responding. I hope you have been well. I think I said that, but I hope you have been well times 2. So, I need to buy food. Resolution, buy food. I know that's not really a resolution, but I think it's just funny to think of. I think ads are done, right? Yes. Too many ketchup packets. That's my problem, and this is really bad because it's a symptom of a larger problem. I have too many napkins. I have way too many napkins available to me at my little, I have like a little container for napkins. I put all my napkins there. And the napkin container does not shrink. It keeps getting bigger because every time I order food delivery, the napkins they bring is like 20 napkins for one meal. I do not need 20 napkins for one meal, but they think I do. So I add 19 napkins to my napkin pile each time, and it very quickly fills the container and overflows. So while I was doing my New Year's cleaning, I had to throw away like 2 handfuls of napkins. It's bad. It's really bad. So hopefully I will not order as much food this year. I would prefer to be a little bit more healthy with my dieting, but we'll see. Get about half their stock when I order too soon. Right? I don't know why. I feel like I really wish that the app I used in order to do food delivery was like, do you want napkins and utensils? And I could write, no, I don't, because I have napkins and utensils here with me. I just don't have the food. If you would just provide me the food, I can provide everything else. And the other thing is, it just feels really wasteful because the other thing is they give me actual, what is the word? They give me plastic utensils that are wrapped in a plastic bag. So I have to rip the plastic bag open to use the plastic utensils. And I don't want to use plastic. I hate using plastic because, you know, environmental impact. But they keep bringing it, and I'm not just going to let it sit in my drawer because it's still going to be used either way. I just wish they would let me have the option. It would be a money saver for them. It would be a time saver and an ethical saver for me. Or they could just stop, you know, using plastic utensils, but that's a whole other thing. We have McDonald's napkins. I don't have McDonald's napkins. It's been a long time for me to use McDonald's. I just have every other thing under the sun. I don't need to collect napkins. I do think it's funny how many different kinds of napkins I have in that collector. But I don't need that many. You hate wooden utensils? I kind of get that. I actually, if it's a really bad wooden utensil, it actually kind of scrapes my mouth in a way that's really irritating. So I get not liking that. But I wish they would just let you have the option. You know what I mean? Be better than nothing. Or better than plastic. Oh, I see. You were making a joke that I did not understand. Okay, too. I understand. Thank you. So, New Year's resolution. Stop ordering out as much. Wooden utensils can give you splinters if they are manufactured poorly. It depends. I know that some places it's kind of rude to like check your utensils. But chopsticks can be hit or miss. As long as it's polished and like uses a fine enough sand on it or like a sand grain on it, it should be okay. But you should still be careful regardless. Polished wooden utensils. I feel like polish should be fine, right? I guess if the wood has a flavor, that's the issue. That would kind of be rough. I would not like that in my Chinese food, for example. Oh my gosh, Tu, congrats on a 3-stream streak. That's so amazing. Congratulations. I think someone here is like a 20-stream streak. Or they did. I forget. Maybe Mix It Up is just not loading. Let me try this. I see you doing your head pat redeem. Let me see if I can fix it. So many things broke in this stream. Isn't it great? Head pat redeem. Oh, log in. Connect account. Authorize? Okay, so it's authorized. Log. I think I fixed it. You can now use head pats, I think. And the clown one, I guess, if you want. Not what you would ever use that on me, right? You would never be mean to me, right? After I fixed everything for you. It wasn't my fault that Twitch wasn't working. It's just a natural time limit thing. And I fixed it. And I did it live on stream, so you're welcome. Love the background music. Oh my gosh, thank you. I believe this is from... I have it in the credits. It should be in my credits, but I get a lot of music for this person. I really, really like their work. It's so good. Let me stretch. Starbucks give you wooden utensils if you buy cake. I'm okay with that. I think Starbucks does enough evil in the world. It's good that they're giving you wooden utensils. Yeah, sorry, no YouTube redeems. I really think if they really wanted to get more people to like using... Thanks. If they wanted people to use YouTube live streaming over Twitch, a big way they could fix that is by getting the live stream channel points thing moved over there. I don't know if it's a copyright thing on Twitch. I don't even think Kick does it. I don't know for sure. But I feel like that would give them a lot of extra leverage, because people like YouTube for videos and stuff. I feel like Twitch still just gives the better chatting experience, if that makes sense. Oh, I hear because you want to join cult, and that's okay. You know what? I admire switching entire platforms to join a cult. I think that's very brave of you. But you can always go on YouTube too if you want. Like, I think for the most part, 99% of the time, I hope that stream feels pretty even between Twitch and YouTube. The only things that make YouTube just a little bit harder for me to keep up with is the channel points, and then I think there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube chat compared to Twitch chat. I'm not sure why. I wish I could fix it. But I definitely do think that Twitch chat has a faster loading time for me compared to YouTube. Sorry. Something that for a while was hype points. I think hype points are still a thing. It just is for videos, right? Because hype points are used to help smaller creators get bigger, is my understanding. You sounded like a worm from Worms. What does that mean? Is that a good thing? What? Sorry, we were talking about streaming. What in the world are you talking about? I have seen it in live streams, but I don't think I've seen it as like a redeemable thing the way that you can with channel points on Twitch. I think it's still a little bit different. Worms, yeah, I know worms are the characters. I know that part. I don't know why did I sound like a worm? Thanks. You know what? Great segue. Oh my gosh, it's resolution time. Alright. I've been stalling this entire time. But I've mentioned a few times, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this for my resolutions, or I'll do this for my resolutions. I'm getting pinged about Linux. I'm getting so distracted. I'm gonna lock in. Okay, lock in. If you follow me on twitter.com or bluesky.com, or is it bluesky.app? I forget. You may have noticed that I have some New Year's resolutions. And I would love to know what your guys' New Year's resolutions are too, but here are mine. I think these are very reasonable. I think these are very normal things to have for the year. I think everyone should aspire to these, to be honest. And if you can't read the screen right now, I will read them for you aloud. Liars' New Year's resolutions for 2026. Become more annoying. Wait. I've actually never tried this before. Can I? Must be a little silly. Never mind. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I was gonna add like a reverb on it, but I don't know how to do reverb. Liar goal. Become more annoying. I want you guys to get annoyed with how often you see me this year. I want you guys to see all sorts of content from me and be like, ugh, I'm sick of this girl posting all this different stuff all the time. She's doing too much stuff. It's getting out of hand. There's more stuff that's involved with being more annoying, but that's step 1. Be more annoying. Step 2. Become more mean. I realized that last year, mainly towards the end, I'm a little too nice sometimes. I think I'm too nice to people sometimes, and it's time for me to be mean. I need to just tell people to shut up. Actually, I don't think I can tell people to shut up. I think that'd be a little too mean. But we're gonna get there. I'm going to be mean, and I'm gonna be evil. I'm going to be so evil, you guys will wonder why I ever named myself a hero. Confused? Don't worry. You will probably be okay, to be honest. I think people will understand that I am just being more blunt. I think that is the goal. And by being more blunt, I will be considered mean and evil, and that is okay. I don't know if I'd call it dark. I think it's just me embracing being mean. Or just being honest. I'm honest. You know what? I just say it how it is. It's not my fault that people can't handle the truth. See how they try to jail me for speaking my truth? Silly, silly. You hate me, by the way. Next one. In addition to being annoying, mean, and evil, I want to go stupid. I want to turn my brain off and just like let things just wash over me. Even though, like, in the past, maybe I would have worried about it too much. I want to no longer have the brain cells to worry about things. In some ways, I already do that on stream because sometimes I forget what we're talking about. But I do want to improve in that regard. So, like, maybe not forgetting what we're talking about on stream is kind of stupid. But being stupid and, like, oh, yeah, that's what they meant? That's so funny. Go crazy. This also goes with being mean and evil, I think. But also, you know, also with more annoying. I want to be annoying and go crazy and do all this sort of content this year. Like, well, that's being too serious. I just want to be crazy. And then I want to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. That's what he says, right? World domination? That would be funny. I don't know if I want the world. I think I just want... I want my own slice of the world. I think the whole world would be too much for me to handle, and I'm okay with that. I'd much rather just have my slice, and it would just be my space where people can come in and have a good time after I blow up. I think that'd be pretty good. Good list. Oh my gosh, I just forgot that I have a blow up emote. I didn't even think about that when I wrote it. I was like, ah, yeah, I want to blow up, act like I don't know nobody. I think these are all realistic goals to have. And if you don't think so, then I will be mean and evil to you and ban you for 10 billion years or something. Is that how that works? How do people be mean and evil? I might already have the mean part down, but do you guys know how to be evil? I kind of need help in that regard, I think. I've been talking about wanting to get canceled on the internet for years, but I don't know how to do it in a way that's like safe, you know what I mean? Like there's being evil, and then there's being evil. And I don't really want to be evil. I just want to be evil. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference. Get a pitchfork and stab someone. Now, I think that might be evil and not the evil I want. That might be a little too much. Just insult everyone? Okay, I will give you guys insults. This is a good start. What insult do you want me to give you? We can start small. How do I insult people? I don't know how to do this. I think that you guys are too crazy with your antics and you need to chill. Call us a nerd? Okay. Is that the worst insult you could think of? Maybe you are a nerd. I mean, haha, nerd. Let me go find a locker to shove you into. You can watch and learn from Evil stream? Is Evil actually evil? Sorry, this might be a fake fan moment. Is Evil actually evil, or is she just like slightly more mean? Call you a cab? Oh, you want? I can order you a Lyft if you want, or an Uber. Although I prefer Lyft personally. I don't know. So something about Uber just kind of icks me out. Yeah, I'll get you a Lyft. Don't worry, I got the app. Don't worry, I'll get it for you after stream. Call us a filthy $, hashtag percentage ampersand. You are. See, now I have to be careful because some of you might actually like this. You are a money. I can't do it. I don't want to. I don't want to risk it. She's the type of evil you want to be. Oh, that's true. Maybe I do watch Evil. Happy to say that I got lucky in the great Neuro subathon. I was gifted a Neuro sub, I think, on the 3rd day. So if you have been lucky enough to get in a sub for the subathon, congratulations. I know that they beat the world record again, and I think that's very funny. Someone made the joke like, yeah, it makes sense that the Neuro subathon does well because all of like the the tech bros in San Francisco are just really excited about this, which I thought was really funny. And it was probably like 80% correct too, which I think is the best part. Call a cab and cancel the ride? Well, I'm not gonna be evil to someone who doesn't deserve it. I'm not gonna do that to a cab driver. They're just trying to live their life. No, I'll be evil to people who are actually like, I can look in the face and be like, yeah, I am mean and evil and scary. And I'm going to take all of your money or something. No, I don't want to do that because then you guys will be like, oh, I'm gonna give you money now. Silly, silly people. So proud you're on your way to following your dreams. Thank you. I'm gonna try really hard. I think it will be really hard to achieve some of these goals, but I think it'd be worth it. I mean, can you imagine supervillain liar or whatever? I guess I don't really want to be a supervillain though. Supervillain implies like hero stuff, and I'm not really that kind of. Well, it implies like superheroes, and there's no real superheroes in this world like they are in your world. Or like in comic book worlds? I don't know how to phrase that. What if you were the cab driver? Well then if I'm the cab driver, they're stuck with me wherever I'm going. It does not matter where they want to go. I'm going home. Oh, you wanted me to drop you off at like the other side of the city? Sorry, it's the end of my shift. I'm going home. Not from a hero world? I think there are heroes in every world. There just might not be as many in yours, and that's okay. It just means you could be a hero. That's evil? I think it's also just being lazy. Or, yeah, it's a little evil. Maybe it's time for me to become a cab driver. Although, if I want to be a cab driver, not just like a Uber or Lyft, you kind of have to do a whole bunch of certifications, right? That's why Ubers and Lyfts got really popular, is because the barrier to entry was so much lower, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I remember there was a whole big thing with the taxi union in New York, if I remember correctly. it was causing a whole problem because Uber and Lyft was taking over the market and blah, blah, blah. And Uber and Lyft don't really have the best labor practices for their people. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Why are we talking about this? Anyway, I'm not a taxi driver. I don't think I want to be a taxi driver because I don't like cars. Now, if you want me to work on a train, I might be more open to a train job. So don't ask me for a lift or a cab unless you want me to like pay for it, but in which case, why am I paying for your cab? Did you deserve the cab? Or are you just asking because you're desperate? Because I asked you to call me a cab? Oh, why would I call you a cab? You're not a cab. You're a galaxy. Is it galaxy? I might be misremembering the lore. I'm so sorry. You practice GTA? Funny thing. I actually do want to play GTA sometime this year. I've owned 5 for forever. But I've never actually gotten to play it because it's kind of beefy. I'm kind of scared to play it, especially with how Elder Scrolls keeps collapsing. But we might do a test stream. We might try it out. If I did do it, I'd probably use the PNG. But if I want to make some of my actual dreams come true for resolutions and dreams and stuff, I have to actually run the game. So it'll kind of be as a test run for some things too. Also, yeah, I think not dying is a good resolution. I think everyone should live. I like when people live. I think it's pretty cool. The more you guys live, the more happier I am. So please live forever. I think that would be awesome and nice and so cool of you. So stay alive. Hope it's on everybody's list. I mean, some people don't necessarily have to think about, or they don't think about it in that regard. Because I think for some people, how do I word this? Phrasing. I think for some people, living is the bare minimum. It's like the hierarchy of needs, right? Like at the very base is like your basic needs, like your food, water, shelter, that sort of stuff. Resolutions should be above that, if that makes sense. Live forever. I mean, well, now we're getting to the philosophical stuff. I think living forever would kind of be okay if you keep forgetting. You know what I mean? Like kind of in a reincarnation way. I think that'd be okay. But I don't think that deep. I think living forever and having the knowledge of forever is kind of scary. Obviously. I feel like at some point you would be able to come to terms with it. I guess it also depends on the person. Well, now I'm thinking about it. I think I wouldn't want to live like at the end of time. You know what I mean? Like when the planets have all exploded, that would be kind of bad. I wouldn't want that for anyone because then you're just stuck by yourself. But I think at some point it would all refresh too. So you could be the god of the new world if you live forever. If you live forever, you get to live long enough to see the world explode back again, though. You could see it all start from the beginning. That'd be kind of cool. Head out. Thank you for stopping by, Spears. Have a good night. I don't know if that's necessarily philosophy. It's just me just like... Wouldn't that be... It's that if there were 2 guys on the moon and one of them killed each other moment. That's what I think that's more of this kind of conversation. Be heckin' depressing, loved ones die. Yeah, that's where I'm like, if you forget, if you just basically reincarnate over and over, it's not as bad, I think. Or maybe you get used to it. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I only got 1 life, so I'm YOLOing it. Well, at least I want to YOLO it. This year, I want to try and YOLO more. That's the actual overall theme. I know I have all of these over here, and these are important. These are actually real. These are not fake. I do want to become more annoying and evil and stupid and crazy and all that good stuff. But I also want to YOLO more. I'll put that on the list. Where is this? List. YOLO. I think kids know about YOLO. I feel like not knowing about YOLO, I mean, it's an acronym. It shouldn't be that hard, right? I don't think it's... I mean, I don't really talk to kids. Do the kids not know about YOLO? I understand them not knowing other things like the save icon or things like that. But, probably post on Discord like, thank you. When was the last time you heard that? I mean, hear and then like see is different. I feel like they would understand. You know what I mean? Like if you say like YOLO, I feel like I would understand if I was new to acronyms. I mean, kids are pretty technically literate, so surely they've seen it at some point. Not sure about the stupid part. We already got too many of those. I don't want to say that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being stupid as long as you are kind. That's my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with being misinformed. Well, willfully misinformed. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with not knowing that much as long as you are kind to other people and you respect other people. That's my thing. I think everyone is cool and awesome regardless of intelligence levels, and not just like mental intelligence, but also like emotional intelligence, because not everyone has that same upbringing to like understand emotional intelligence. You can learn it, but it takes a while. That should be everyone's New Year resolution. Increase your emotional intelligence. I don't know if I want to. I think I'm pretty emotionally intelligent. I think I've worked really hard to get to that point. I mean, I could still probably do more, but No, not blissfully ignorant, because blissfully... I think in some ways blissfully implies that you are not trying to seek out the truth in any way, or like seek out like that knowledge. I think it's important to try and learn more about the world. Like, I think willful ignorance is bad. I think if you just were never taught these things, that's not your fault. My emotional standards are getting upset. Did you mean to say upset? You should improve your emotional standards. You should be kind to yourself. Everyone should be kind and awesome to each other. And also, everyone should go outside and touch grass. That is one of my actual things that I want to do. I'm gonna put that on the list. I'll just put this over here. It'll be easier for me. Oh wait, I can do it like this. Oh, I'm so smart. Touch grass. I would like to go on a couple trips this year. I unfortunately cannot take you with me, but I do want to go and travel some more this year. I want to live up to my reputation as a wandering VTuber. I actually already have some trips planned, so in some ways I have the calendar scheduled out in that regard. There's going to be 1 week in March I will not be available. There will be no streams that week. And then the week of Off-Kai, I will not be streaming Off-Kai weekend because I will be at Off-Kai. I don't know if I'll take pictures or video. I think the thing about Off-Kai is it's a bunch of people who are purposely hiding their face. So taking videos of people who are trying to hide their identity seems kind of scummy. But I might take photos of other things. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do like a Twitter space. That's a thing people do where they just are on the microphone and like, wow guys, I'm at Off-Kai. No, burn the world. No, we're not gonna burn the world. We're gonna be kind to the world. And we're gonna visit all the places in the world that we can. I think I want to plan another trip. I don't know when. It would be a weekend trip. Just because my schedule would be a little messed up because of my hours. I want to maybe go to Disney at some point. I think that'd be fun to just record a little like, oh my gosh, liar in Disney. I think that'd be fun. I really like amusement parks and theme parks, so this would be very appealing to me, especially if I did it like soon-ish. Like if I just like, guys, I have been on the verge for at least 2 months of just going and leaving everything for a weekend and just going to a theme park somewhere where it's like 90 degrees or something. Or not even just a theme park, just going somewhere where it's 90 degrees and then just laying outside. I don't even care where it is. I just want to lay outside and feel the sun on me and do photosynthesis for like a whole weekend. And maybe I'll bring the sun back with me. That sounds so nice. I think that would be really good. Even if I burn, I think that would be okay. At least I would be warm as I take the flight back up to my home where it is cold and painful. Not like the southern places right now where they have summer. Oh, to be in summer right now. Sounds nice. Yeah, it does. See, this is the appeal. You're going to join my side on the hot versus cold debate, right? You'll join me. You understand that being hot is better than being cold, right? You would prefer to be in summer right now over winter, right? Say yes. Don't worry, I will pretend that you say yes regardless of whatever the next message is. Sounds great? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I didn't actually think you guys would say yes. You guys are so nice. Yeah, you're agreeing. Yeah. See, you guys are so nice. You're on the right side of history now, I promise. Well, until, you know, the eventual heat death of the universe, but that's a whole other thing. Can I be in the middle? Yeah, I guess. But if you had to pick a side, you would pick the hot side, right? You would prefer to be hot, right? And not freezing and your old bones. If your bones are like mine, you know that the hands do not like working when it's cold, right? We like hot people. Thank you for sharing, Chomp Bob. I mean, I think both hot and cold people are good in their own ways. I think some people might think of me as more cold too, which I think is very funny. When I was getting feedback on my voice from someone, they said I had a very warm voice when singing, and I thought that was so funny, because I feel like most people, when they talk to me, I feel like they think I'm more cold, but I think that maybe that's just my like self projection. I don't know. I just think that I thought it was very funny. I've never really thought of myself as being a warm person. And when I think of my voice, it's more like I think of it like this, where it's like the more nasally part. Well, then it gets to the whole like, I like my voice in my head. I think it's pretty good. Then I hear it when it's recorded, and I hear what you guys hear, and I'm like, I want to cry. You guys are missing out on an operatic voice, I must tell you. It's crazy in my head. It took me a while to think of it that way, but once I figured it out, wow. You guys are missing out. What about the warm side? Warm side of a person or the weather? I just like the warm side regardless. Hands just can't move freely smoothly. Correct. That is also my issue. I hate the cold because I have to use my hands all the time when I have to do my magic dreams and magic machines. And actually, there's a problem with my hand now because I have to have it out and it gets cold. It's not a rash, but my skin gets very dry in two particular spots on my hands, and it hurts. I like put lotion on it too. I am lotioning these things up consistently, and I'm still like dealing with dry and slightly cracked skin. It is not good. So there's one like underneath my thumb, or like if you like splay out your hand and you look at your palm like nails up, the area between the wrist and the thumb, that is really dry for me. And then on the other hand, what is this knuckle bone thing? There's like a little bump bone thing like underneath your wrist, like where the pinky, like if you follow the line from your pinky to your wrist, there should be like a wrist bone there. I also get really dry skin there, but I didn't notice until someone pointed it out because I can't normally see that. I do not have lotion on my hands right now, but I probably should do that actually now that I think about it since I'm... Oh, wow. I didn't even think you could hear that. Wait, I'm gonna do that again. Vaseline Nourishing Moisturizer ASMR. Ready? Did you guys like that? Are you guys a big fan of ASMR? Oh wait, let me do the closing sound too. There you go. That was the bottle. That was not my wrist. Oh my gosh. That would be awful if that was my wrist. I also do this thing. I don't know if other people do this. I don't like to get my fingers, like, I don't like lotion on my fingers because it just makes it harder to interact with things. So instead of like, lotioning my whole hand, what I'll do is I'll take the lotion, I'll put it on the top of my palm, or like the top of my hand with nail side up. And then I'll just rub the two top sides of my hands together so I can lotion that part and I can still like interact with things. This may not be a very smart thing to do because that means the palms of my hands are not getting lotioned, but it's like so much easier to work with things. You do the same thing? Okay, perfect. It's so hard to deal with otherwise. I just don't like the feeling either. I will like lotion my hands sometimes, but I'll do like the whole hand and I walk around like a little dinosaur. I'll have my like hands out scrunched like a little T-Rex. It is not good. I do not look happy when I have to do this. I also see that there it is. But then your palms are sweaty? Do your palms get sweaty when you don't lotion them? Is that a thing? I don't think my hands get sweaty when I don't lotion. Wait, are you saying your hands get sweaty from the lotion or from not lotioning? Wait, should I be lotioning my palms too? I don't think I have sweaty palms. I'm like looking at them right now. My little soft baby hands. I still don't know if I'm actually gonna end up playing guitar. I got a guitar for Christmas, by the way, in case you did not know. I don't know, because I like my little soft baby doo-doo hands. I think it's funny, but then I can't learn guitar, and then I just have a guitar sitting here, and like it's a cool piece. I can be like, yeah, I got it for Christmas, isn't it so pretty? And then I never play it. Mom spaghetti. Thank you for sharing. There's vomit on the floor, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. I also did not know that was the lyric until recently. What a crazy line. Why is there vomit on the floor? Why is that the line? In case you do not know, we are referencing a song from Eminem. I don't know if people are old enough or young enough to know that reference. I don't know. I don't know the actual song. I've never actually listened to Eminem. I just know the knees weak, palms are sweaty, something something, mom spaghetti. Oh, you're gonna make me do a posture check when I just got comfy. Okay. Mwah. Okay, I did it. You're welcome. There we go. Okay. I don't think I actually talked about my other goals, just to like get them really quickly out of the way. Just so like I have the accountability here too. My actual goals for content-wise, I just wanted to point those out really quickly because I think I'm manifesting them, you see. I think it's very important to manifest. Have a good day. Thank you, Fed. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good one. The goals I have for this year are... I wrote them down, actually. Maki was kind of mad at me when I told him my goals, because he's like, you're supposed to do, like, actual, like, things for your life and stuff, like being more patient and more kind. So, you know, that's where we get this part over here. But I want to try and work really hard at streaming this year. I want to try and lock in and become a better content creator, I think is the overarching thing. Oh my gosh, it's the Three Fools. How is Grounded? You're just in time for me to talk about my goals. Hi, if you have never rated in with the Three Fools before, hi, I am Liar. I am your second rate hero, #1 wandering VTuber. We were talking about goal setting this year. You guys actually came just in time. I was just talking about my goals as a content creator this year. Nice timing. How was Grounded? Do you enjoy it? Would you recommend it? I've seen people play it, and I know it's a survival game, and I have mixed feelings about survival, but I was curious regardless. Yeah, nice timing. I hope you all had a good one. Happy New Year, by the way. I think one of my goals is actually to play more games with more people, and do, like, more reaching out to people in general. I think I spent a lot of time as a frog on my own. I kind of lived as a frog on an island, if that makes sense. I would like to stop living on an island. I think it's be better. I think one of the best things I did was reach out to May on Twitter. Not just like as a streamer, but also like as a real life thing. Like just being able to know May has been really, really nice. So I want to try and meet more people this year. I think I was doing good with some events. I think there are definitely some people I've met through streaming that have stuck around and I really like them, but I want to try and do more this year. I want to try and meet more people, and try and host things for people. That would be nice. Got a scary game. If you don't, oh, but if you like bugs, it's okay. That'll be fine for me. So please look forward to collabs in the future, and that may not just be streaming collabs. I would be terrified to do so, but I maybe would want to try and sing with people one day. So people were talking about like the Jane Doe cover. Like I said, I would need a duet partner for that. And I don't really know a lot of male singers. Like I know Maki. It's not really in Maki's range and he does not sing Japanese. I've definitely seen male V-singers around, but I don't really talk to them is the issue. So I would have to raise my connections in that regard. But there's a song I want to do with May. I don't know if that'll ever happen because, oh my gosh, I'm people shy. And it's also an English song, and I don't know the rights regarding that, so that'd be kind of rough. Like, if my cover got blocked in Russia for a short, I wonder what would happen for a full-length song, you know what I mean? There's other people I think would be cool to sing with, but I don't know how to ask them. That's, I guess, one of the big things this year is I think I want to try and sing more. I really appreciate the reception that the cover got. There were people who have never sang, or not sang, or have never interacted with me before who commented, and I had DMs from people who were like, good job on your singing, and I was like, you're messaging me? And I was like, wow, that's kind of scary. Do you want to sing a song with me? I think I want to sing with certain people. Let's start off with One Direction. We'll go from there. Happy New Year, Lyra. I have to head out. Have a great stream. Thank you, Fenrir. Have a good New Year. Have a good rest of the year. Happy New Year. So there is that. I also can't sing anyways. I think everyone can sing. I think I grew up with people who could sing, but they always kept saying that they couldn't. And looking back now and listening to them now, it's like, oh, well, yeah, you can sing. You just don't feel confident. And like, this is me being a hypocrite number 5,000 or whatever. Like, there's things about my voice I still don't like, and hopefully I can fix them over time. Or like, I can just improve my singing in general and just get over it. But I think everyone could sing. You may not be able to sing the types of songs you want. That's the thing I'm running into, where there are some songs I really, really like. I don't think my voice suits them. I think Jane Doe suits my voice pretty well. I don't think I could sing like a metal song, you know what I mean? And I like metal. I think I forget what the exact metal is that I like, but I like very specific kinds of metal, and I don't think I could do those. Not even like the screamo portion, just the way that whatever they do to their voice, it's something I cannot achieve. And that's okay. I just need to find what works for me. So part of this resolution is also just trying to figure out where my voice fits in and singing covers that work for my voice. I will say there is I don't mind mentioning this because it's a New Year's thing. I'm hoping around the time of my anniversary, there will be another song cover. I'm not sure yet. This was recorded in November. So if you guys don't like it, just remember that was recorded beforehand, and this is a new journey, and that's where we started, and that's not where we're gonna end up. That being said, I think my mixer's gonna do a great job. I've listened to some of their other stuff before, and they did a really good job, so I hope you guys like it as well. I'm very hopeful. I'm just shy because the song is definitely different from Jane Doe. So stay tuned, big things coming. Love to sing a Mel song, but I've not figured out how to scream. What I've heard is the best way to learn how to scream is if you just like, this is gonna sound crazy, you just yell a lot, and then eventually your voice will hit the scream, and you just have to try and replicate it from there. That's what I've heard. I'm not an expert, obviously. Like, I've never done screamo singing, but that might be a good place to start. Just start randomly yelling anytime you can, and maybe you'll learn to scream. I'm sure this is foolproof advice, and there's nothing that could go wrong with it. Also, take care of your vocal health. Best way to scream is growl. I mean, we're talking about, like, singing screaming, which is very different from screaming. Perfect advice. I am not a song expert. I'm not a musical expert. This is not legal advice. Please know that if you lose your voice, this is not legally binding on my part. It is not my fault. Please talk to an educated professional. Thank you. I'm so scared that one day someone's gonna be like, I tried this when I heard Liar did it, and it sucked. I don't want that to happen. Finish work, so it's time for bed. Good luck, you goals. Thank you. We're probably gonna end relatively soon, too. This is not gonna be as long of a stream as usual. I know you're kidding, but I'm just... if we were talking about this earlier, there's a chance that someone out there might listen to a VTuber tell them what to do, and it will be really bad and awful, and I'm scared of that day. So I need to specify, I am not legally obligated to tell you one way or the other, or you should not take everything that I say as the absolute truth. Thumbs up emoji. That's all. Try singing, but I can't take myself seriously. I wonder, I think for me, I never really took singing seriously either. Like, I would go to church and I would sing with my parents, but it wasn't really like a thing. It was just like you had to do it. And then for a long time, I mean, I did choir, but then I didn't do choir anymore and I stopped singing. It wasn't really until I went to the academy and I kind of got overwhelmed with a lot of things that I started picking up singing. And there was a long time where I actually, it kind of mentally hurt to sing, if that makes sense. It took me a while to get back to where I am now in terms of confidence and like mentally. Like I was really bad. I would try to cry, like sing sometimes, and I would cry. It was not good. So I'm glad I'm back to this point now. I think I'm in a position where I feel a lot more comfortable singing. Not necessarily as like a talent level, which like obviously I've been practicing, but just like I like how it feels to sing. I think that's the important thing. If you don't like singing, then I don't think anyone should force themselves to sing. If you just like listening to music, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to sing. I think everyone should just try and do the things that make them happy. And if that's something that you want to work hard at, that's where it takes the effort and like dedication. But there's also nothing wrong with just enjoying singing and not like trying. You know what I mean? As long as you know that if you don't try, you're not going to get like amazing results. And so I go on a lot of days where I have to do these vocal warm-ups and workout things, and I sing a lot, and sometimes my throat hurts, and that's really bad. And I need to figure out vocal health stuff, which I'm not used to, because I don't really have any sort of vocal coach or like someone like a mentor in that regard. I had a teacher. I didn't really like the results I was getting from her. So I'm kind of doing this blind for the most part, but I'm trying. And I want to get better. I'm thinking of getting a teacher again, because there's some things I think I still need to improve on, definitely. But we'll see. I don't know if it's a resolution, though. I just want to... I want to enjoy singing, and I want people to enjoy my singing. So, as a side, like a tiny resolution thing, I would like to do a karaoke sometime this year. I've had playlists that I've been working on of like, oh, if I did this kind of karaoke, I'd want this song and this song and this song. So hopefully with me vocalizing this out into the world, hopefully it'll happen. I just need to actually figure out how to set it up. That's the thing. And also get the confidence to not explode when people hear me sing live. Because I know some of you like the cover, but the cover is different from live singing. That's very different. And I will probably sound bad. And I need to be okay with you guys hearing me sound bad. Right? And some people don't mind that. I think for some people, they just like the social aspect of karaoke. But as someone who did not grow up with karaoke, I'm very picky about the sound. There's actually, I think I've talked about this before. I actually have a hard time listening to live music. It's very rare that I can actually like sit and enjoy someone singing live. I don't know what it is. They could be a good singer too. It's just like I get this like internal cringe when I hear people sing, which I do not get with recorded performances. It's very weird. Ready for future karaoke? Oh my gosh, hi Ezio. I hope you enjoy it. I'm ready for your future debut. Excited for that. Look forward to the Ezio vampire debut. It's gonna be so good and yummy. I love doing karaoke. I do that a lot too. Just something about having the space to belt out a song. Yeah. That is, I think, what my evolution was, is I went from karaoke to being able to sing at home more, and then recording from there. Had a chorus teacher in high school who taught very well. That is the luckiest thing, isn't it? Is to have a good teacher who makes you feel good and actually gives you good feedback. That must be the dream. I either had I had a choir teacher when I was much younger, and they were really good. I think they were more trying to teach at that point just to enjoy singing and to sing relatively in key. But when I got to... I had to change teachers at one point, and I did not like the new one. The new one, I feel for them. They had to deal with a lot of people and a lot of different voices, and they could not really give one-on-one. I did not like how they did it, though. They were not nice. It was not nice to talk to them. I quit singing because of them in some ways. Oh, well. I learned to play the flute, and then I stopped doing that. I don't really have a lot to show for that regard, so maybe I should have just stuck with the choir. That being said, I think there was a very different vibe to choir kids versus band kids, and I think in that regard, the band kids were the better choice. Or maybe that, you know what, maybe that's just me being petty. Maybe they were actually really chill, and I just didn't know it. I guess that's a future we'll never know. Or a past we'll never know? A timeline we'll never know. Yeah, that's okay. Did you use a program? I use Reaper for recording my vocals. And then lovely Zay, who worked on the Christmas cover of Snow Halation, did the mixing for me. And I was very, very, very happy about that. I think they did a really good job. Thank you, Zay. Hopefully I credited Zay on everything properly. I think if you go to the YouTube video, if you want to check out Zay, and you want to see the Snow Halation cover, it should be in the description of that short. I highly recommend it. I think everyone did such a good job. Low-key, I've kind of been wondering, like, do I want to, like, message the people who worked on the cover and be like, hey, you wanna You want to play a game together? Like all of the Snow Halation people who sang together? Would you want to do that with me? I think that'd be really cool, right? That'd be nice. I think that'd be cool. I don't know. It tucks hair behind ear. So I might try and be brave. I want to try and be more brave this year. I know it's not on the list, but being more brave is on the list. As a former band kid, trombone, I agree. Oh my gosh. I remember sitting 2 rows away from the trombones. I watch some people play trombone sometimes. I don't know how you guys get the right, like, notes. I'm like saluting you. You can't see it. I'm saluting the hard work you have to do to play a trombone. I don't understand the brass instruments. You guys are crazy. I also don't know if I could do, like, the buzzing you have to do. Do you just, like, do lip trills? Is that all it is? How do brass instruments work? Because as a woodwind kid, it was just like, okay, you purse your lips, you blow air, music sound. Obviously, it was more complicated than that. I just want to say, as a flute player, you have to have the highest lung capacity next to the tuba player. I just want to point that out. Not to brag or anything. Maybe it helped with my singing. I feel like I can hold a note for a pretty long time if I, like, prepare myself. I don't think I have crazy range, but I think that's funny. Used to play the viola. That's one of those things I feel like, in particular, I think there's a certain subgroup of anime fans who really wanted to learn either piano or they really wanted to learn violin because their favorite anime boy would play that instrument. I don't think I ever wanted to learn either of those. I actually did take piano lessons at one point, but it is not for me. I would love to learn the fiddle, though. The instruments I would like to learn are, like, it's like bluegrass, I think, which is very funny. I really like fiddle specifically. I don't really want to learn violin so much as I want to learn fiddle. And then I'd really like to learn banjo. Maybe harmonica, but I feel like, well, harmonica would probably make the most sense because I already know how to do woodwinds. I think doing either of those instruments would kind of be an issue because I would then lose my little whiny doo-doo baby hands. But then I would be able to play the banjo and the fiddle, and I could sound really cool, and I would be able to get the soundscape that I really like. I really like those instruments a lot. I think more people should learn to play banjo. And I tried to get a banjo, by the way, but I tried to get it from a family member because they have more banjos. And they're like, liar. It's too hard. It's my legacy and you're gonna not let me get the banjo? I was so mad. You gotta blow raspberries into the mouthpiece. Isn't that just lip trills? Maybe I'm not crazy. You play clarinet? Oh my gosh. I was told I should play clarinet because I have a good pouty face. And then I was like, no, I want to play the flute. So I played the flute. I don't know if they said I have a pouty face, but they're like, oh, you have the, like, mouth shape to play clarinet really well. And I said, no. And I think that was a good thing because the clarinets at my band ended up really being catty and awful. And they bullied someone. And I was like, wow, I dodged a bullet. Also pursing lips, but it's kind of like a hamster trying to hoard food in their cheeks. I'm like trying to replicate it with my face. I don't think I could do that. Or at least I haven't been trained to. Maybe if I tried for long enough I could. I don't think I could though. That's so weird to think about. Have to use fingers to play notes? I mean, you have 3 notes, don't you? Or you have 3, like, handle things? I'm, like, trying to visualize a trombone in my head. I'm, like, turning it around in my mind. I'm visualizing it. It has 3 little press button things, right? What do those do? Maybe I should learn more about instruments, maybe. I think my fingers are not that long. This is one of those things. I call them little whiny doo-doo baby hands for a reason. I kind of have little whiny doo-doo baby hands, and they're kind of small, and I'm kind of... One thing I've noticed about... This is so random. The things I like in other people I tend to like in others, but not on myself. So I really like hands. I think hands are very pretty. I think it's one of the best features a person can have. Not my hands though. My hands are not that good. I also really like voices. But I feel like anyone who likes VTubers, you like voices. Not to out anyone, but if you... you probably like a good voice. Not that people don't like a good voice, but you probably like really good voices. Trombone is the slide? But don't they have notes? Wait, I need to look. I'm looking up a picture of a trombone. Was I thinking of a trumpet? Trombone. Oh my gosh, you don't have any buttons. I thought you had buttons. My whole life is a lie. How do you know where the note is? Do you have like little is there like little notches that tell you when you've hit a note, or do you just have to have really good ears? Also, I hate to say this, but there's about to be an ad on the Twitch side, so you might be about to get jump scared by an ad. I'm sorry. You could continue to watch here, or if you want, there is a YouTube, if you want to check on that side too, because I hate when it ruins the flow of conversation. I'm so sorry in advance. All wrist and arm movements, but some have a trigger to make certain noises easier. Oh, I think I know about that one. Because I used to have a friend who played the trombone. I didn't really ever learn how it worked. I just remember there was this button. That makes sense. This is making sense for my brain. Thank you for enlightening me. Memorize what spots or what notes. Listen hard, pick a god, and pray. That sounds about right. That's kind of how I felt when you had to hit high notes on the flute. It was rough. Lyra's ideal guy is a handsome singing vampire that has beautiful hands. The vampire guy? I don't know if I want a vampire guy. I feel like the vampire thing would kind of be an issue, because I want to go out and touch grass, and they'd have to be stuck inside during the day, and I actually really like the daytime. I don't like when it's nighttime, because it's scary outside. I don't like being outside in the dark. I like it when it's bright, and I have a well-lit area to exist in. That is my preferred thing. Unfortunately, the vampire would probably want it to be dark, and I don't want that lifestyle. I want someone who is going to be bright and happy and sunshiny with me. Just go outside at nighttime? No. No. Not in this economy? No. Maybe if I lived somewhere else, but even then, it's too cold to go outside at night, let alone during the day. But the night would be way worse. I don't want that. Take me to the warmth of the sun. I can't live with someone who would have to live nocturnally to me. You know what I mean? We need to kind of be on the same wavelength in that regard. Or the same clock, I guess? How would that work? I don't even know. Why are you crying? Hi, Maki. This is... What are you... I know why you're crying, but why are you crying? Also, good morning. I hope you are doing well. Thanks for helping me be emotional support on the video. Oh, yeah, there's another video. I have to upload the other video. Oops. I'll do that after stream. Hey, look, you made it to stream, actually. I know I said I was going to stream while you were passed out, but... I kind of just screwed around instead of streaming earlier, so sorry. Oh, that's your reaction to listening to cover. Funny, I don't remember you crying while we were sitting in VC. You just said, wow, it's so good, Liar. And I said, thanks, Grandma. I just realized that was probably a really loud gulp. I'm sorry. Woo, that hurt. But my lemonade is gone now. And my mental is probably better. I was hoping if I drank the lemonade too, it would help with my headaches, because I've been getting a lot of headaches lately. Low-key, I think it's because I don't go outside, because it's cold. I think I need to actually touch grass in that regard too. It was tears of joy. I don't remember that part. But you heard it here. Maki wept when he heard me sing. He hates me. I hope you're excited to play Who's Your Daddy. Oh, you should totally scroll up. There was something Chomp said that would probably make you very happy. I wonder if it's actually still up here. I can screenshot it. Let's see. Chomp. I did ban him at one point, so I'm hoping the message did not get deleted. I want to out him because I think it's funny. No, I think it might be too far gone. If you go back to the VOD, there's a point where I'm talking about the schedule and you'll see the schedule. So you'll be able to see that if you want. Say after us, bye, I'll have a good chat. Thank you for rating in. Have a good night, you three. Or two. It might have been 2 or 1. I hope you all the collective 3 fools had fun. Maki, what were your New Year's resolutions again? I forget. Oh, you pinged me. Oh, that's why. Oh, you know what? We can talk about it since you're here. I got the yes from Maki. I want to try and be more active in community stuff too. So we might be doing movie nights in the group Discord soon. So if you guys like movies and you like hearing commentary on the movies, or not, you can always mute me. Maki is really upset that May and I don't know a lot of movie stuff, so he's going to force us to watch movies. So if you want to watch movies with us at some point this year, please stick around and stay tuned for that on the Discord. I can't watch it on social media because, you know, I don't want to get copyright struck. But Discord is safe. Don't tell Discord I said that, though. Oh my gosh, time to plug. If you want to join our Discord, you can do !socials, and then there will be a Discord available. You can watch movies on Discord. You can screen share movies on Discord. Something like that. If you want to do a legal watch along, that's one thing, where you don't show the movie on screen, but you just show your reaction to it. That is what some VTubers do, but low-key, I don't know. I don't like those. You kind of have to be there live for it. Because some people have the VODs up, and it's like, I don't really want to watch the VOD of you reacting to the movie. I want to react to the movie with you. So, I think I want to do that. I'm wondering about doing gaming stuff. I've been inspired by some people recently to just be more socially active on my Discord, because I think I want you guys to have a bunch of cool options and meet cool people, and I need to be in charge of facilitating that instead of just hoping. You know what I mean? I want you guys to have fun with me and also without me. I need you guys to be independent of me. Something like that. Pretty sure there's a picture-in-picture for Discord, and then you can place it on top of the actual movie. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll figure it out. Oh, thank you for the 3-month streak, or 3-stream streak. It does not show up in my side chat for some reason, but it shows up on the Twitch side. I don't know either. It's a picture-in-picture. I think it's probably a way to get over, like, copyright barriers is my best guess. Not that I would ever say that you should do that, because copyright is very important. But I'm just saying, like, in theory, that might be what he's referring to. But there's legal ways to stream movies, too. Some movies are actually legal to stream. So, with all that... Oh my gosh, good hydrate. Thank you. I'm also gonna stretch. Ow. Why am I getting put in jail? I was being mean and evil earlier, actually, so you kind of missed jail time. I'm released now. Alright. I've drank my water. And I think this has been enough rambling from me. I think it is time to set you guys free. I know, I'm sorry. I know you guys love sticking around and listening to me yap about whatever I've been yapping about for however long. But it's time for me to go. So, thank you guys for being here. I will show the schedule one last time. This is not technically accurate. Remember, this is for next week, not this week. Do not get distracted. It is next week. I'm also going to move myself forward so that... I'm going to break immersion really quickly. Boom. Boom. There we go. Oh, go away, resolutions. Boop, 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 boop. Once again, this lovely art is done by Star Never Fall. This was part of the Snow Halation cover art. I was very, very blessed to be able to get this part. If you like this art, make sure to go check out the artist. I think I look so cutie-ful. I look like I'm from an actual anime, which is so crazy to me. It's so crazy to see myself reflected in that way. For next week, we are going to have a week of games, new and old, mainly old. We're going to do Silent Hill F, New Game Plus. I figured for the new year, it's the best way to start the new year. I've heard that it's a lot faster than other runs, so we'll be able to get more of the lore, and I can kill Foxman, hopefully. I don't know anything. I don't want to be spoiled on anything. I just want to kill the Foxman. I think he's evil. On Wednesday, Maki and I are going to be playing Who's Your Daddy, where I'm going to try and... I almost said something that would probably get me not good reviews on YouTube. Maki and I are going to compete to see who's going to be the best baby. Whatever that means. We'll see. And then Friday, I'll be doing solo peek again. I want to prove that I can do a sub hour. I've been able to do that before. I have the screenshots inside of my Discord. It is real. I promise I've done a sub hour before, but I want to prove it live on stream. So we're going to do that. It'll also be me yapping again. Because I like yapping. Did you guys know I like yapping? I kind of yap a little too much sometimes, I think, though. So that's for next week. But I want to specify for this week... Oh, wait, I gotta... I'm gonna disappear. Okay, for this week... I'm gonna zoom in. This week, I'm doing a stream every day until Monday. Well, including Monday. There's gonna be a stream every day for the new year because I don't have anything else to do. Tomorrow, we're doing Power Wash Simulator as like a... We're washing away the old year kind of thing because I need it. Some other people might need the cleaning too. It is the first game, by the way, not the second. On Saturday, we're gonna do Cult of the Lamb. I have been desperate to play it since the new year. I haven't played it all year. It's been so rough, guys. I haven't been able to do it all year. It's so hard. So we're gonna try and power through that more. I don't know when I'll start for any of these, just FYI. It might be the same usual time. It might be earlier. It might be later. You will know as I know. And then on Sunday, we will be doing Potionomics again. We're gonna get back into Potionomics with brand new territory. I've never played past this point. I'm very excited. Hopefully I did not forget how to play in the meantime. That would be kind of embarrassing. But that's our schedule. You guys are getting spoiled if you like watching liar_VT on YouTube or just liar on Twitter or liar_VT on Twitter or liar.bsky.social. Did you like how I plugged my socials even though you can't really click the link? Anyway, thank you for being here. I hope you had fun. I hope you all have a good new year, and if you do resolutions this year that you can get them as you hope to, or at least you do your best effort. What matters more than getting your resolutions done, I think, is actually trying to do them. I think putting effort is the most important thing anyone can do, in my honest opinion. So I hope you all have good luck with your resolutions. I hope you have the strength to actually try your best with them. Hopefully I can power through my resolutions. I'll need to write them out later and post them to like do accountability, but I hope we can all work really hard this year. I don't know why I'm being sentimental, but I'm going to leave before it gets worse. I'm gonna hit the road. Let's all hit the road, okay? Okay. Bye. Bye. Oh, no, I have to remember how to raid again. Oh, no. Oh, no. How do I raid on YouTube again? Where do I raid on Twitch? Oh, I know who we want to raid into on Twitch. Go be nice to this guy. I love hanging out with this stream. I think he's pretty neat. YouTube, this is the struggle, isn't it? Why is it so hard to raid on YouTube? We're not gonna raid on YouTube, but I have ideas for who to raid in the future. We'll talk about it later. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Thanks for watching. See you around.